All right, so what we have here is an image or picture taken by Samantha Smith, excuse me. And what it looks like to me is it looks like a symbol of kind of how college students' lives can be kind of messy sometimes. And that's why I chose this image and why I decided to, yeah, that's why I chose this image is because I can relate to this on a real personal level. I believe what she's trying to portray is that sometimes college life can be very very messy and very stressful. But whether it be schoolwork or work or just jobs, like applying for jobs or your job at the time, it can be very hard, and sometimes it can the weight of it, you can really feel the weight of it, and it has a tendency to be a heavy burden on your shoulders at times. So I think that's what she was really trying to portray here is that that a lot of times as college students our lives can be very hectic, and sometimes our cleanliness is a consequence of being having the hectic lives that we do. Um, Being a senior, I really related to this image because there's so much going on in my life that is just crazy because this time next year I'm really not sure where I'm going to be or what I'm going to be doing because I'm having to make decisions that really that last a lifetime. So whether it be like my career path or if I want to come back and do another year in school and get my master's, I can relate to this image in that aspect that sometimes our lives can be very very messy. So I believe that's really what she was trying to portray here. Um, as far as the structure and the composition of this image goes, I really like the structure that she has going on here and the angle. Um, I believe it kind of shows there's a good balance. There's a very good balance to this image because the focal point of the image is obviously the backpack and the books, but it's not like it was just randomly taken. It's clearly a staged image, and I believe that it was a staged image to represent what I'm talking about and how messy our lives can be. And I believe that Samantha, whoever this is, she is probably around the same age, and I'm sure she's going through a similar thought process as maybe. I mean, just going off the fact that it looks like that's a 300 level class binder that she has there. She's probably a junior or senior just like me, and she's just trying to figure out what she wants to do for the rest of her life. And that's probably having a heavy burden on her shoulders as much as it is mine. I'm sure she's having to apply for jobs and internships and all that jazz right now too. And I feel like that's really the gist of college life is, people forget that we as college students are really trying to set ourselves up for the rest of our lives. So I believe that's what I feel like the burden of that is starting to weigh on her, just kind of like it has on me, and you don't really get the same sense of that burden until you actually become an upperclassman and you're making these decisions because freshman and sophomore year you're still really not sure, you're still working on declaring a major and whatnot. So it's easy as a freshman and sophomore to kind of neglect those I don't not opportunities but responsibilities, neglect those responsibilities until later on in your college career, and sometimes that can be disastrous. I mean, I did it as well, but I mean, I managed to overcome that, and it has become a strong burden on me because I've been working extra hard trying to figure out if I want to start working immediately after I graduate, or if I want to come back and get my master's in accounting or whatnot. So I mean, I can seriously relate to this image in that aspect, and there's a bunch of good qualities to this image. But one thing I really enjoy about this image is the balance that it has. So thank you.